Ninjago Winter 2018 set review on my final Season 8 Sons of Garmadon set review. This set number 70643, The Temple Resurrection. This set is ages 8 to 14. It contains 765 pieces and retails for $80 in the US. I do not know the price of the set in other countries. If you do know, say in the comment section down below. Thank you. So first off, let's take a look at the box. So here we have the box, and I just want to point out, I noticed a couple of comparisons with this set, and then last season's biggest set was the Dawn of Iron Doom. First being that they have the same box size, and they're around the same price. Actually, they are the same price. Almost the same amount of pieces, but and also the same amount of minifigures, but you get one additional one in this set. I just want to point that out, as I thought it was a good, interesting comparison to point out with the two sets. But in the front of the box, we have the Temple Resurrection itself. Top left, we have set details, excuse me. I already went over that. Bottom left, we have all the minifigures, which I'll take a look at shortly. Bottom right, we have the other feature you can do with Temple Resurrection when Garmadon is resurrected. And speaking of Garmadon, we have on the top here, LEGO Ninjago logo. Nothing too much to show on the sides because I never really showed that, but I just want to point that out for this review. And then we have all the minifigures again in the actual size of the Cole minifigure. Flip around to the back, we have all the play features, and then the other kind of big function you can do with the Temple Resurrection and the 3 Oni masks, which are included in this set that you can collect. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. Now we'll get on to the minifigures. So our first minifigure is Lloyd Garmadon, and this version of him is not exclusive to this set. We get it in the Ninja Nightcrawler, but this set it only includes his shoulder pad armor, which can hold the 2 katanas, and he basically has the same printing as his movie version, but he's missing the arm printing, but the colors are rearranged a little bit. Same goes for the hood printing with the symbol on the top. The new hood piece is contained of 2 pieces with the top half coming off and the bottom half staying, instead of just one whole assembly taken off. He used the same katana as he did in the movie sets also, but he's missing the little tassel kind of piece, I don't know what you want to call it, on the bottom of it, but I like it without it. So we got to take the mask off so we can see his printing. Like I said, 2 individual pieces. And he's not come with a new face, the same face from the movie sets, but we give him the same one pretty much in every other set he comes in. He's really angry on this one. The other one, he's pretty happy. He's like, hey, how's it going? We're going to take the shoulder pad armor off. Going to see the back printing a bit better. But I think Lloyd probably has some of my favorite printing from the new ninja suits out of all of them. I just really like the design of it. And on the back, we have the kind of ninja Aru symbol. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Lloyd. Now let's take a look at Cole. The next minifigure is Cole, who's exclusive to this set, and he now uses his movie counterpart weapon, which is a sledgehammer instead of the old scythe. But I do like this weapon a lot. Very simple build, obviously. We'll take that off for now, but I like that weapon for Cole. I think I prefer it more. Take a look at the minifigure itself. He has the same idea going forward with his movie version with the printing. It's a bit different with maybe more orange on him, the other version. I think there wasn't any kind of orange, except for the hood or mask piece, which I don't think they changed at all. And you guys know that's 2 pieces, so we have the top half we can take off and the bottom half. And there's something on Cole's back we'll take a look at in a second, but the printing is pretty nice and I do like it. And his face, he's pretty angry on that one. And on the other face, he's pretty laid back and chill. And on his back, there's a baby, and it actually looks really weird with his face like that. We have a baby, and going to spoilers, if you guys want to hear this for Season 8, it's Baby Woo, because there's a whole bunch of stuff that happened in Season 7 for him to revert back to a baby. So yeah, he's back, and there's a little baby sack he can carry around in, and he doesn't use the new baby build with the little minifigure body. It's just the little build he had with a stud and the other weird connection piece. Sorry if you hear that in the background, it's my dog ruffling around in my bed. But yeah, that's Baby Woo, so Cole can carry him around. Basically, LEGO advertised that in the set, and he does in the TV show, so good man, Cole. I don't know, you're taking care of your master. I guess it's all kind of full circle going around now. So yeah, I kind of like that. It's kind of a funny idea going through, like, Cole has to go in a bunch of fights with a bunch of evil dudes, and you also got to take care of his master, who's a baby now. So yeah, and also one more thing, he comes with the shoulder pad armor, which I showed at the beginning of the review with him on, and then we have the 2 silver katanas. I just took it off to show the baby a bit easier instead of just taking it off. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Cole. Now let's take a look at the next minifigure. Our next minifigure is Princess Harumi, and diving in straight into Season 8 spoilers, she is secretly the quiet one, the leader of the Sons of Garmadon. And this is our princess version before it was revealed that she was all evil and everything like that. But she uses the same hairpiece as Iron Dragon Lady from the Lego Ninjago movie, but she has this fantastic cape with the royal family symbol on it, which I'll take a look at more in a second. She has very basic torso printing with her robes on, and she has the kind of kabuki painting on her face, but she does not have a double-sided face. Kind of wish that she did. I guess to give a different, maybe without the makeup on, or just without, like she did in the TV show. And take a look more at the cape. Like I said, you got the same royal family kind of flower or symbol. I do like this cape a lot. It reminds me of Lego Adventures a lot with, I guess, the older sets. And look at the back printing, very basic. You got a little hood that Harumi can kind of wear. And I think the minifigure still looks good without the cape on, but it's just kind of not the same without it. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Princess Harumi. Next we have Hutchins, who's also exclusive to this set. There's not too much going on with him. For a weapon, he has this big staff. He's the guard of the royal family, just like he's protecting Harumi. But he has the Samurai X helmet in gold now, which is pretty cool. Basically have the same piece that's used for the Samurai X helmet, so that's pretty cool. Hutchins does not have a double-sided face, but he's got like an eye patch going on, like Nick Fury. He's kind of an older guy, and he has, I believe this is new for like this color for the Stone Army shoulder pad in gold, so that's pretty cool. And his printing is pretty basic too. You got some symbols going on, I don't know what's supposed to represent. And then on the back, you got kind of some more markings going on, but I kind of like this minifigure. It's pretty interesting. I mean, he wasn't too much of a developed character. He was, I guess, supposedly killed in the first 2 episodes of Sons of Garmadon. But yeah, that's pretty much it for Hutchins. Now going on to the villains, we have Mr. E, who's not exclusive to this set. This is the same exact version of him that we get in the Street Racer Snake Jaguar set. For weapons, he comes with 2 red katanas. It's a recolor of the classic ninja katanas we've always gotten in Ninjago and other themes, so that's pretty cool. I do like these in red a lot. You get quite a few of them in this set. But Mr. E is basically the same. Like I said, he has a helmet with a red visor piece that you can lift up, so that's pretty cool. And you can see his eyes inside. He has new shoulder pad armor. You see his face. He doesn't really have a face, just eyes. No double-sided face or anything like that. We'll take that off. Shoulder pad piece, like I said, other Sons of Garmadon members use it, so that's pretty cool. And for his torso printing, he has like little buttons, or like 103, I was saying in other videos, that it represents a Sons of Garmadon member, like their number out of everyone else, and then little G's, and I guess everything else representing the Sons of Garmadon. And the leg printing's pretty cool. You got little pockets Mystery has there, and on the back, he has a Sons of Garmadon symbol, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Mr. E. Now let's take a look at the next minifigure. Now this is probably the most generic figure out of the whole entire set, in my opinion. This is Chopper Maroon. He's kind of like another, I guess, thug of the Sons of Garmadon. For weapon, he uses a silver wrench and a red katana, just like Mr. E does. And he has a red mohawk, which this was used for, I believe, in the LEGO Dimensions pack. I forgot what Tenacious D, whatever his name was, for the A team. So that's pretty cool. Now we get it in red. We get an extra one this set, I believe, too. This guy's basically the same as Nails, but he's just a bit taller. Yeah, he has the same hairpiece, same printing, everything. It's just the legs are taller, and they're actually posable. He has this little scarf, or whatever you want to call this, that he uses. So that's pretty cool. And for the face printing and torso printing, he got skulls, and he's got like a skull painting on his face with some stars on top of over his head, so that's pretty cool. On the back, we have the Sons of Garmadon symbol. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Chopper Maroon. Now let's take a look at Lord Garmadon. Now for our final minifigure, Lord Garmadon, or he's now known as Emperor Garmadon, diving into Season 8 stuff. But this is basically the same version of him from the movie sets, same helmet, face, lower torso printing, but the main kind of forearm piece is actually new. It's kind of gross, but I was zooming on it, but he actually has an exposed rib cage, and he has, apparently, Lord Garmadon has purple blood, so it's pretty cool. I do like this a lot. I always like this new forearm piece. I prefer it more than the original, because it actually have printing on it looking like a minifigure torso. But Lord Garmadon doesn't have a double-sided face. I actually don't really like this face on him, because it's very inaccurate to the TV show, with him being very angry throughout the whole time, and now he seems kind of like happy and laughy like he was in the movie. I think we should give him a different face, but he doesn't have a double-sided face, sadly. I wish he did. But the helmet is a great piece. I really like that a lot. I do like the Garmadon version of him more than it was in the the first couple seasons. I do love that it's very nostalgic, but I do like this version. I prefer it more. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Lord Garmadon. Now let's take a look at Temple Resurrection. So here we have the Temple Resurrection, and there's a lot to cover within all of it. So I'm going to start from the bottom up with the play features and details. So let's get right to it. So looking at the bottom of the Temple Resurrection and the front here, it's mainly consists of detailed more than a feature or anything else. There's a feature here, but it's nothing grand in scale with everything else that's in this set. But we'll go into that feature in a second. Looking at detail, we have these two royal family flags on the side here, and the whole idea of the Temple Resurrection that it's supposed to be surrounded by water. So this on the bottom here is kind of like a cavern. It's supposed to be like the bottom entrance into the Temple Resurrection. You got some lights going on here. You got, I guess, trees or bushes. You got a couple of flowers in the water, and you got these two big rocks right here, which we'll show right now. You can fold out. You can see you got a couple things going on. I got some weapons on the side here, like a red katana and some kind of knife. You got like a dead person here who's missing his leg, and we'll find out where his leg is in a second. We got a little bat right there that's sleeping. You kind of can move that around a little bit, but that's pretty interesting. And actually, it's when we look in the back and side, you actually, if you fold out those kind of pictures, which will show, you can see the skeleton on the other side. And then we have a spider web here with a new spider piece mold. Pretty cool. I prefer this to be in black, but I like it in red. It's very more creepier than the original spider was, and you got on a spider web. And if you lift this up, we have a jewel with the guy's foot, and it's just like green emerald kind of piece, so that's pretty cool. We'll fold that back down. And then, like I said, with the big entranceway into Temple Resurrection, you have Lloyd stand there or something else. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Now let's take a look inside of the bottom. So here we have the back side of the bottom of the temple. Like I said, it's a little cavern. It's kind of a dark space. Hopefully you guys can see some of the printing and other things I'm going to show. I'm mainly going to take some assemblies out, but I kind of forgot to mention that you can obviously put a minifigure on the pad. I briefly said that earlier with Lloyd. You can fit a lot of minifigures on the bottom here. You can at least have like 6 or 7 or maybe all of them in this set. So that's pretty cool, I think. We have a couple of crates down here. The first one, we have the kendo mask that were used in the beginning of the series, but this is like completely in black. It's like sitting on this little cone piece. We take this off. There we go. Oh, we have like a Minecraft compass, or just a compass. It's the same Minecraft print piece. And we got a jar, whatever, full of green slime using a minifigure head and translucent. So that's pretty cool. I guess nothing really useful, but it's just there in the temple. But nothing really useful for the ninja. I'll put that back on. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess you can have some of the ninja training. They did in the TV show a little bit in Temple Resurrection when they were there, or around the royal family palace. So we'll put that back on, and it's the same. They are laid on top of the sides with kind of like the same piece that's used on the top to cover the box itself. And on this one, we have 2 weapons. Mainly are supposed to be used by Garmadon. Like kind of like a spear, and a spear with kind of like an axe piece on it. So that's pretty cool. They kind of just fling around the little box, but yeah. And kind of still the same idea going with the water terrain or whatever going on all around it. So it kind of bleeds inside into the inside of this temple. And we also have kind of 2 paintings or stickers. I don't know what they're supposed to be. Well, I know what they're supposed to be, but I don't know why they were never kind of mentioned. I guess it's supposed to be like prophesizing Garmadon's resurrection, like this one. We'll take out right. Actually, I don't know if I can take that out. I can kind of like zoom up and show you guys. You see that's Garmadon's face. He's kind of smiling, and it's supposed to be like representing over Ninjago City. It reminds me of the Golden Master prophecy with him taking over Ninjago and all that. And on the other one, we have the 3 Oni mask, and it's showing Garmadon kind of being resurrected. You know, he's kind of standing there. And also on each side of the bottom here, you have another entrance, I guess, that maybe doesn't lead into anything, but it's, I guess, another entrance into the temple itself. And if we actually move these boxes, I was saying this earlier, you kind of can see the spider web, and the other one, you see the skeleton, the bat. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And that's pretty much it for the bottom here. Now let's take a look at the front on the second level of the Temple Resurrection. Now we're looking at the main part of the Temple Resurrection, where a lot of stuff is going to go down with Lord Garmadon being resurrected. First, we have the 3 Oni masks on display with the Mask of Deception, Vengeance, and Hatred. And we have, going into details, we have a couple of stickers. We have a circle sticker going on there. There's another one right behind it. We'll go into that shortly, obviously. We have a couple of the royal family flowers, small, briefly around the top and left here, right and left, and also right behind the mask of deception and hatred. You have the royal family flower. I kind of like how you have the gold railing going on here with these new pieces, and also the little circle kind of curve going on. You can have Princess Harumi stand in the front there, and maybe have like Hutchins on standby. With a feature I want to show. We also, for detail, we have another lamp here using a tire piece in white. I like how that's used. We also have a window where you can briefly see the Mask of Hatred a little bit. But if I turn my tripod down a little bit, sorry for the shaky cam, we turn this Technic piece. This, poor Hutchins, as he dies, spoilers, in episode 2, apparently. We pulled this out, and he's supposed to fall through. Yeah, he was standing on the base plate, but it's supposed to be like a little trap for anyone that tries to get into the Temple of Resurrection or something else, like an intruder, but it's pretty cool. And they go into the bottom of the temple, so they can't really find another way to get through. There's no actually kind of entrance into this. It's kind of like you just place a minifigure there. There's no any kind of like stairs or ladder that leads into the second floor or the main part of the temple. But yeah, also one more feature with the kind of Oni mask is that you can hide the Mask of Hatred and Vengeance if you just turn them around a little bit. You can see you can have weapons display instead of the mask, so maybe other characters can use them or something else, but we still have the Mask of, oh, I just dropped her on me. We can use the Mask of Deception or just have it on display there. Now that's actually TV show accurate because the royal family was hiding the Mask of Deception. That was the only one that they, Oni mask that they owned. So I guess if you want to have it later on, they get the other mask and just turn the other side of the little turntable around, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, like I said, the trap covers most of the floor here, so if anyone tries to get the Mask of Deception, just fall right through, or any of the other Oni mask. So now let's take a look at the other side of the back, or the top of the temple. Okay, so we have a couple of things going on here. First off, we have the Oni mask, which I was just demonstrating just earlier, that you can turn around, and then we see the weapons again if you want to display them whether or not. So we'll leave the other two Oni masks back to where they were. And you can see that's Lord Garmadon, yes, and going with a couple of Technic pieces or a little build right here with a couple of gears going on, or quite a few gears. If you turn this part up, the main feature of the set will be demonstrated, which I will show just now, but there's nothing too much going on back here. I just want to show this part of the back of the set if anyone was interested in seeing it. So now we'll put that back up for a second. So keep that in mind when I was turning that piece down, or actually upwards. So here we have, everything's kind of normal right now, right? And then when I, there we go. When I turn that piece in the back, actually I had to turn it up. Lord Garmadon is revealed, and you see two big eyes, and the bottom of the cave is supposed to be a big mouth with a tongue. It's Lord Garmadon's return, ooga booga booga. It's a really cool feature. I guess it kind of makes the temple looks like a giant head basically now. You can see the teeth and the tongue. I know it's just like kind of like a little bit of a carpet, but it's pretty cool. I like that a lot. You can see a little bit of the Mask of Deception other than the other two Oni masks, and then Lord Garmadon's revealed in kind of flames. I don't really care for the flame pieces at all. I guess it's, you can kind of see them overhead when you have the roof back up. The roof has a really nice build to it too. It's very smooth and lightly. I guess you can have Garmadon step on a little bit. But yeah, that's where you put Lord Garmadon. He kind of stands there. You can't really sit him down or anything like that. But I like that a lot. I like how you can convert the temple into something really cool and then make it like a giant head for an evil dude. And you can have the two rock pieces stand out a little bit. So yeah, that's basically it for the Temple Resurrection. Now let's end off this review and I'll give my final thoughts. So that about does it for this review. I'm sorry I can't fit like the whole, I can pretty much fit the whole set but not the box. This is a kind of bigger set for me to do a review of this. I apologize if I felt like I was rushing at some parts. Like I was like having a hard time recording at some points with like iMovie wasn't working or something else. This is probably the last time I'll be doing a review off of iMovie, but thank God. But thank you all for watching these Sons of Garmadon reviews. This is my last one for now. I may do some Season 9 set reviews. This is all pretty much I'm going to do for System for quite a while, but overall, this is actually a really good set. I really like, this is the only set I was planning on buying from the Sons of Garmadon sets, and I just ended up getting the rest of them because I love Season 8 so much. But it's a great set. I think you get a lot.
good minifigures. I think it's a good, yeah, we get quite a few in this. I think it's a good selection of minifigures, a nice build temple. There's not too much, I mean, there's a lot going on. It's a very compact temple. You got a lot of places to place a minifigure and something else. But I like how it's just one big assembly, so you can take it on the go some places. But it's a very fragile temple at some points, mainly with the top part of the building, which I had trouble looking over as there's so much to kind of capture or something else. But overall, I'll give this set a 8 out of 10. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty good set. I like how there's like quite a few functions, so I like how it's all into this temple. So what do you guys think of this set? Let me know in the comment section down below. Till then, I'll see. Oh, actually, no, one more thing. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give a thumbs up, give a thumbs down. I almost said thanks for watching, but yeah, I'm all over the place, so thank God I'm done with these Ninjago reviews for now. Yeah, I'll be getting back into Bionicle reviews, so some G1 sets, a couple reviews of that, and yeah, thank you guys for watching. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.